Okay, Jay, this is your last rep, I believe, that we got on film at least the other day, which I believe was your last rep. So the first thing we're looking for is that low swing, and we've got that. We're looking for the foot to come right up the line of the shin, and it pretty much does that. We're looking for a lot of space between your foot and your butt on that first step. Then we're looking for a full extension as your foot comes off. So just now, we may be in between frames here. This isn't quite full extension, but it's pretty close. We got a decent line right up through here. You line that up pretty well. You probably don't even have to tuck that head, but I'm not going to give you a hard time. We're looking for this leg and this shin to be parallel, and they're close to that. And then we're looking for this leg to move down and back to the track so that you get a strong angle of this shin. We want to keep that shin at an angle forward, okay, as opposed to a vertical angle. So again, we want this shin to stay at a pretty good angle forward as it contacts the ground, and that will create a push in that direction. Let's see what it does. Not bad. A little bit movement back, and then you get this angle on the ground, which is at the instant it touches, pushing you that way. So what we're trying to avoid is a push that way, and we're trying to get as much push this way. So the lower that angle, the more effective you are, at least on this step. On the next step, we're looking for another low swing. And that's okay. Again, we're looking for a lot of space between the foot and the butt. That's not bad. And then we want a full extension as you come off. Again, we're kind of in between frames here, but we've definitely got to be wary, got to be patient so that that fully extends here at the knee, here at the hip, and here at the ankle. We call that triple extension. And then we want this line and this shin to be parallel, and then we want this shin to move down and back to create an angle forward. Let's see what happens. That's pretty good. You get a little bit of down and back movement on it, and you set up a pretty good angle. Not perfect. It can be lower. I'll bet you can get that to about here if you really worked it, but it's definitely got a little bit of forward push to it. And then we see just a little bit less as you move through. Here's another extension, a little bit of bend in that knee here. We've got not quite this leg and this shin parallel. Let's see what the motion of this leg is. Comes open a little bit. See, your foot's off the ground, and then you get this angle here, which is a little bit vertical, but it should be gradually becoming kind of harsh, little less, and then sort of coming up. And that's okay as long as it's later down the track. As long as we don't see this angle down here, we're in decent shape.